So who is on the list? Because now I'm nervous.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I guess you'll find out here.
Blind ranking 1000
Okay.
Hunny edition. Let's
Okay.
go. Number 1, we have Sabo.
Okay. I like Sabo. I know my boy Rob loves Sabo. He's a big
He
Sabo
does.
boy,
He
which
does
I
love
think is
Sabo.
cute. And I think that's adorable because Sabo's kind of gives Rob energy. I think he's a really, really sweet character. I think he's one of those characters who you go, oh, he's really sweet. And then all of a sudden, currently in the manga, we're like, oh, you're really powerful. You're really cool. Like you got some intensity behind you. I personally think he's my least favorite out of the three brothers. I don't think that makes him bad. I just like Luffy and Ace better. I'm not an Ace girly. I like Ace, but I'm just like he's just not my favorite. Like I know a lot of girls are like, ah, yes, Ace. So I think oh shoot. Are you gonna give me bad characters who I genuinely don't like or evil
Guess
characters that I
you have
don't
to
like?
find out.
So if I put him, I don't know if I put him at a 4 because you're going to give me 3 characters that I really like. Because I don't like Sabo's not even in my probably top 10, top 20 of my favorite characters from One Piece. Maybe in my top 20 for men, but I just don't like I'm not drawn to him. He's also it's ironic that I love Sanji so much. He's also blonde and I don't love blondes very much. And he's just
Sanji is just like
because he's know what it is because he's really manly. I don't like Sabo feels like a kid to me. Like he feels like a really young character to me, and I appreciate him for that reason. But I'm not like, yeah, Sabo. So I'm gonna put him at 4 and we'll play it interesting.
Okay. All right. Let's go with Aokiji.
I'm kind of an Aokiji simp, so I love him. I don't know if you know my friend Say Hi at all, but he's cosplayed him before and I just like absolutely adore him. But I like him. I think he's got a very interesting storyline right now. I don't know. I don't want to like spoil anything for people who are watching, but he's kind of got like a back and forth, like good guy, bad guy thing. And I kind of find that interesting versus a Sabo who has been cool and a good guy and gotten more powerful, but on a very expected trajectory. So I think I'll put Aokiji at I really love Aokiji, actually. I don't know if I'm going to put him at 3 or 2. I'm going to put him at 2. I'm pretty confident with that one. I really, really like his character. I think he's cool. I think he actually is one of my favorite lines with Nami, where I'm not going to say it on stream because it's kind of inappropriate. But when he sees Nami for the first time, he makes a really funny joke about her, and I think he's funny. But I actually really, really love him. I think his character design's cool. I don't get him yet. Like, I'm still trying to figure him out, and I really like that about him. Like, a character who's been around since the beginning, who we're still learning about stuff for that character now. That's what I love about One Piece, and it's what I love about Oda. He brings stuff about Kuma from, like, episode forever ago to things now. I love that kind of stuff. So, I'm going to put him at 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Let's go with Rayleigh.
Oh, I love Rayleigh. Oh, man. I'm also a Rayleigh simp. I love Rayleigh. I also just tend to like older guys. But Rayleigh is flipping awesome. Like one of my favorite characters. I think less interesting than Aokiji. So I'm confident to put him at 3 right now. He's not my number 1. I'm going to save that. We'll see who else is on the list. So I have my 1 and my 5 right now, which is usually scary going into a blind rating. So I'm a little nervous with that because I might get 2 really good ones or 2 really bad ones. But I love Rayleigh. I think Rayleigh's a very cool character. I wish we saw him more. He's not in it as much as I wish he would be. I love that we get him young and we get him old. I think that's kind of cool. Yeah. Because you also get to see 2 different character designs. He kind of has like a white beard where he was blonde and now he has the white hair, which I think is kind of cool. But he's got that perfect, like, kind of like mentory, like bust your balls kind of old man vibes. And I really love that about him. I think he's really, really cool. So yeah, he'll sit at 3. And I like my list right now. I'm just worried about my 1 and 5.
You did pretty good. You did pretty good based on how I wanted you to play this. You've done very well.
Okay.
All right, let's go with Blackbeard.
5.
Yeah.
Fun.
She killed
Easy.
this.
Easy.
Yeah.
And
Hunny,
realistically,
Hunny, I'm so mad that you did so well because I was truly hoping that you would put either Aokiji or Rayleigh at 1. Like that's all
I was
needed
banking
one of
on
them to make
Rayleigh
it.
at 1.
I
But
was
so-
too.
no,
That's why
I
I'm
like Aokiji better than Rayleigh. Because I think he's interesting. Because I don't always dislike a villain. I think a villain or like kind of a vigilante is kind of cool, where you're like, you're not a good guy, you're not a bad guy, but you're going on your own. You're going by your own book. And I kind of like that about Aokiji. Blackbeard is a great villain. I am genuinely terrified of him. My biggest issue with him, and I guess you get this in almost any long form anime where there's a main villain. We obviously have all of our villains throughout One Piece. He's going to be one of the final villains. I think the final villain is going to be good guys versus good guys and have it be our Heartache be the villain. I think we're going to get like a Shanks and Luffy, right? Like this isn't going to hurt, right? We're going to get a I don't know, with Sanji and Luffy. Like we're going to get, like we've had that in Whole Cake, right? We're going to get those things that are going to be hard for us to see people we like fight each other. I think that's going to be our villain at the end of One Piece. But Blackbeard's scary. He's got some beefy powers that I do. I think he's scary. I think we're gonna be scared of him. And there are times where I'm like, oh, he's a goofy villain. But I've read a few chapters of One Piece where he's said stuff and he's done stuff where I genuinely got a pit in my stomach and was like, that was scary. Because he's goofy. He's got the big teeth and he's funny looking, right? But
he
then
takes
every once in a while,
and rolls around and
but every once in a while,
he's about to get another devil fruit.
He cooks in a way that makes me scared, and I like that in him as a villain. But he's still got to be 5, man. Like he's still terrifying. He's bad. He's a bad dude.
So can you guess your number 1?
Is it gonna be Sanji?
No, it's gonna be Zoro.
Oh, Zoro deserves that spot.
No, I'm just kidding. It is Sanji. It's Sanji.
Honestly, if it was Zoro though, Zoro would have deserved my first spot.